THR broke so much freaking news, bro. And when I tell you this came like literally after like good announcements, like they had just said that James Gunn reportedly was interested in a Teen Titans thing, and I made a video, and then right afterwards, THR had some news to drop. But from the mouth of James Gunn, which I need to address this, that hey, he basically said, watch your mouth, hush up, y'all be quiet. So as far as the story yesterday in the Hollywood Reporter, some of it is true, some of it is half true, some of it is not true, and some of it we haven't decided yet whether it's true or not. This is in regards to the fact that DC done canceled everything, bro. They was like, hey, y'all remember how we canceled Batgirl? And here's my thing. I don't mind this. So I'm gonna go on a soapbox here for a second. My thing is they canceled Man of Steel 2, not canceled. It's up in the air if Man of Steel 2 is happening. They have officially canceled Wonder Woman 3. Back to the drawing board. What else did they cancel? They Blue Beetle's still a go, so I was wrong about that. I thought Blue Beetle and all of this was not safe. People assume Peacemaker is fine. But it's just every time, I don't know why I keep doing that. Every time they give us good news, they then are like, hey, remember all that stuff that we made you really hype about like 2-3 weeks ago? Forget all that. It's out the window. I know the budgeting team got to be mad. They got to be like, all right, so we allocated 15 million towards writing for Man of Steel. We've already spent 30 million on Wonder Woman 3's writing team for the last like 8 months. When you think about all the writing that got paid, all the different, and it's like, oh hey, we need to go ahead and put that we're in the negative on that. It's canceled. It's can't. Wonder Woman 3 is what? We already the money gone. We paid the writers already. It's a lot. But however, and I'm gonna shut up and let y'all talk after this. It's just we asked for this a while ago. Like I don't know about y'all, but I was like, just clean slate of all the Snyder stuff now. Stop making promises and then cleaning slate. Like now it's just annoying.
Here's the problem, and this is what I'm thinking is some of these actors are in Adam will probably disagree with me on this, but some of these actors are like Hugh Jackman defined the role kind of actors. So like I think Henry Cavill, I think it's going to be hard for anyone to see a new Superman within the next 5 years. I think a lot of people would need Henry Cavill. Even if it's a complete reboot, even if we're not like that Clark Kent is a separate Clark Kent from this one. And I think Gal Gadot is the same way. And I think some of the actors, like even some of the side actors, like I don't know why his name's escaping me, but from The Matrix, the guy who played Perry White in
Lawrence Fishburne.
Thank you, Lawrence Fishburne. I think he was phenomenal in that role. And there's other side characters. We
ain't even seen him.
Huh?
And we ain't even seen him since 2013.
Yeah, we haven't seen him since Man of Steel. I think he was in a little bit of Justice League, wasn't
he? Yeah, he might have been there for a
anyway,
little bit.
But I mean, there are some characters that I feel like really it's going to be hard topping their performance. And I think this is, as Jordan was saying, we keep getting this like hype and then we're taking it all away. And I think this is the end of that, at least the big hitters being taken away from us. I think James Gunn creatively, since he's the creative side, is saying we're erasing everything. We're taking everything out that isn't going to be a part of the universe that we are building. And if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. And that's, it sucks. But I mean, if Wonder Woman 3 was really going to be the same plot as Wonder Woman 1 and 2, are you really upset that it's not going to be coming out? I'm not. Because apparently Steve Trevor was supposed to come back to life via the Lazarus Pit. And anyway, that's just stupid. Patty Jenkins has got to work on that. But anyway, yeah, with them canceling stuff like this, I think this is a good sign. I think it's a sign that now we have James Gunn, we have Peter Safran. They know exactly a rough idea of what they want to do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be canceling things left and right. And they have a plan. And I think people just need to accept that and be happy with it, because the past 20 years of DC movies haven't really had a plan other than, hey, let's make another Batman movie. Hey, let's make another Batman movie. Hey, let's make another Batman movie. And it's just like, yeah, those things sell, and I'll always go and watch them. But we got to tidy it up a little bit, you know? So I think they're doing a great thing.
Agreed. Adam, I know that you've already been like, y'all need to chill out. This makes total sense. And I agree. I think I'm angry because I said on this podcast, I'm not gonna get excited until I'm in the theater. And then they kept on being like, do y'all remember right before Black Adam came out? What was it? DC won this year. Look at all these announcements. Henry Cavill coming back. Blah, blah. We finally gave into the hype, and they was like, remember how we said that? Never mind.
I didn't say that shit.
Shut up. You made the videos.
I'm excited. Okay, making a video about him coming back, fine. I never made any videos about everyone coming back. I talked about the news of it, but I never sat there and was like, is this a win, is this not a win, whatever. Because at the end of it, James hasn't even, like, there was an announcement of James and Peter coming to, and that's the other thing everyone has to remember. There's two people involved in this. There's James Gunn and Peter Safran.
They got to negotiate the custody.
They have to, yeah, their mom and dad have to just agree what's going on. So when they get announced, they technically are still, James anyways, he's still doing things till June, I think, if that's what Kevin said. So he's literally kind of head frame still on Marvel, but he's got these meetings all this week about what we're doing for DC, and he's been stuck in a room all week for DC stuff. So now he's like really deep diving into it. What can we do? What can we not do? And then Warner Brothers is like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this and this and this and this. And James is like, who do you think you are? I don't know. Hey, it's like the song, all you hoes. All of you hoes.
Better remember who y'all talking to.
It's
I really do like I do feel how you feel about him. I do like King Von's videos where he's like, James Gunn walking up in DC like, but you don't run nothing, I run it.
James, and I get, yes, James reports to somebody, right? But that somebody has fucked everything up. You brought him in for a reason. Kid gloves off. He's allowed to do whatever he wants to do. And I think the best thing to do, and I know everybody's going to immediately, this will get comments or whatever. Zack Snyder's gone. Zack Snyder's not going to do anything, because I saw a comment, someone go, oh, should Zack Snyder, and you know who this is, Jay.
Oh, God.
Should Zack Snyder
ruining the DCU?
Somebody said, should Zack Snyder do Wonder Woman 3? And the answer is Zack Snyder should go find something else to do, because he's never coming out to DC. It's not happening. They tried to do it. I have it pulled up right now. Biggest blockbuster they had was Aquaman at 1.1 billion. Let's see. I'm looking.
Y'all need to stop trying to talk like Aquaman was not a good
movie. That was number 25 on the list. So not even top 20. So and Wonder Woman's the next one, the first one. I just have to find it, because
that's the other thing. That's the other thing is like, and I don't mind this. I understand people are excited. Jason Momoa after Aquaman 2 is probably going to be Lobo, not Aquaman. My thing about that is I'm like, why didn't we just cancel some of these? Because we've been pushing back Aquaman 2 for like 4 years now.
So here's why I think it's already done. That's the thing. It's already done. It's been done. The only reason it got pushed back is because of other storylines from other things.
We got a lot of stuff that's been done, though.
No, I agree.
Flash still coming out.
Well, here's the downside of that.
Flash is the reason, is the way that they can do it. I just
Flashpoint. Flashpoint is the only way you can reset all of this without just going, Hey, remember when Marvel and Fox were together and we started the MCU with like just brand new?
I'm going to be honest. Why can't they do that? I don't care to have a movie to make it make sense.
Because there's so much stuff already. So, and here's where we're bleeding into the two topics, because the topics we had was Marvel doing too much and DC, and what's going on at DC. Marvel doing too much right now is the opposite of what DC had. DC did too much is the problem right now. And James needs to find a loophole of how to redo it without just redoing it, like just starting
ripping
fresh.
That Band-Aid.
Right. So Flashpoint is how you fix it. And then at the end of the other movies, post credits of like, wait, what's going on or something, whatever, however they want to do it. Where Marvel, there was nothing there. What, we had a couple X-Men movies, a couple Spider-Man movies, like Fantastic Four.
Hulk,
it was
Ghost Rider.
Yeah, like there were things.
Electra, Daredevil.
Right. There was things there, but nothing was ever connected. And they weren't trying to do anything. It was just companies making franchised one-off things, where now we're telling stories and everybody wants their comic book connective world. And I understand that. But I think James and how he's going to do this is very smart. He is going to keep them in their worlds. And I'm not talking about like different multiverses. I'm talking about like Aquaman is going to be in Aquaman. There's going to be Aquaman movies, Aquaman villains, team up maybe a little bit here and there. Big projects will be what we call our Thanoses. You know what I mean? I think we'll get to see more rogue galleries of them, of those superheroes from DC. And that's why James is like, who do you guys want to see? So rather than us getting 13 Batman movies and 27 Superman movies sprinkled with some other stuff, now we're actually going to get Titans. We're going to get probably the Bat family, I'm guessing, at some point. Like, you can get things of that nature, and even Court of Owls. You can do a whole trilogy of Court of Owls with Dick and Barbara and all of them and stuff like that, and like do different pieces of it. So I think James is sitting down with everybody. The two directors that did Batgirl are sitting down. Apparently the rumor is they're gonna take over.
Try to bring it back.
No, apparently the rumors they're going to do Batman Beyond, because everyone's like, oh, Batman Beyond got canceled with him. Yeah, it got canceled with Michael Keaton. Nobody said they're not going to do one. But the other thing is, that is way too early. Like, if you're going to try to off-write your big heavy hitters for DC, off-write them. And now you need to establish your younger group. Where with Marvel, they never really had Iron Man, Cap, things like that. Now we're getting into the younger group. And it's been, what, 16 years, 17 years now? You know what I mean? Like, they've been pushing on it. And now it's so long, it's like now we've got these younger people. And now that's where we're getting in the problem of Marvel. Marvel's trying to give us their younger characters, but with the younger characters coming in, everyone's like, whoa. I want some of the old characters. Well, what's going on with them? Nothing. It's just they're gone. It's okay to let go.
I love how we just have the opposite problem with both. It's like Marvel, the older characters are dead.
But
and
we
then
asked for this was the problem with Marvel.
Well, but then in DC, the classic characters, we ain't even had Superman in but one of his own movies. It's just like, bruh, can y'all just, but I just know I am okay with Flash because of Supergirl. I will say that. I'm not
great. I think she's going to be fantastic.
Oh, I do too.
You good? Too good? Yes. No, but that's my problem even with like Marvel. And I know Jacob probably agrees with this. Is like we asked for this, right? We sat there and we got the holy trinity of Marvel. And then we started getting other stuff. And now we're like, ooh, well, what about this character and this character? Can we do this? Can we do that? And then Disney Plus was born. And Disney Plus and Marvel were like, well, we need to make some IP content so that way the platform can keep going. That's where the shows came in. And that was their easy way of not doing 11 movies a year. So they started doing that. And now everyone was like, whoa, this consumption is too much. And I'll tell you what, I was talking to a VFX person, a friend of mine, about this yesterday. It's not too much. The problem is everything around it with this is too much. Now we're watching Stranger Things in a day, Wednesday in a day. We're watching Lord of the Rings. We're watching this and that. And like, oh, wait, what's this? Oh, it's part of this world. And so let's watch this. Oh, but Marvel has like 11 things I got to watch now. Well, if all that stuff around it wasn't there, I think everyone would be fine with what's out there. You get what
Real
I'm saying?
quick, because you keep trying to bleed into the Marvel. Can we finish the DC stuff first?
No, I agree with you, but that my point there is my point there. Everybody needs to like go. It's a movie that's like a movie. The DC thing for me is like there's not enough of different things to build something with it.
I just wish that they would just reboot, and I honestly don't even care. I wanted Flashpoint to be the way to do it until Ezra Miller started fucking up, and so now I'm just like, bro, just again, I'm back into the I don't care until I have my movie ticket and I'm sitting in my seat.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get some of it in Shazam.
Honestly, my preferred way of doing this is just in Flashpoint. Yes, having it be the reboot, but having it to be like such a huge moment of reboot that like we already have the only Justice League member that we have cast is the next Flash. And he shows up right at the end when Barry goes through all of Flashpoint. He looks different. He is different. It's not Ezra Miller's Flash. And the only thing we see right before that reveal is Flash maybe running through the speed or like running with the Speed Force or something happening to where we see, because James Gunn said the movies, the games, the animation, all of it will be connected. Is if you see through the Speed Force, you see Flash running and you see like maybe the Harley Quinn show Look Up or like something like that. And you see Titans and you see the animated movies and you see like everything that DC has been doing.
Doom Patrol.
You see Aquaman, but like looking like Lobo because he's getting switched or whatever. Like you just
see all of it happening, and then it all shows that each one of those is a different universe. And now we have someone at the end. Maybe it's the Speed Force. Maybe it's someone like, I don't fucking know, Martian Manhunter, or maybe even Amanda Waller. But someone say, we are Earth Prime. Just figure out a way to say that. This is the Earth now and forever. And from that moment on, you have everything that happens is in that universe.
Starting
and
there.
If you ever want to use the multiverse, because DC has their own multiverse, we know these other things exist, like Harley Quinn's show and, you know, the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, which before we completely wrap up, I just want to say that tribute to Kevin was fucking fire. Probably best thing I've seen almost all year. I'm not gonna lie, that thing was amazing.
It is towards the end of the year.
But you have each one of those things be a different universe, and you establish at the end of that movie, this is Earth Prime. There's nothing else going on except what's happening here.
So to connect to yours, I think at the end of the movie, he could be like, okay, I need to get back to my multiverse. And he goes to run, and like you said, running through the Speed Force, you kind of catch little things here and there. And he runs back to where he thinks he was, but he's in Amanda Waller's like office, like the whole shebang. And he's like, wait, where am I? And she's like, don't worry, you're on Earth Prime.
You really could, this is what you could, like, if you really think about it, you could do what Back to the Future 2 did, where Marty thinks he's fixed everything in the 50s, goes back to his timeline and realizes that Biff has fucked everything up.
But then he looks up in a mirror.
The opposite for this one is he goes back in time, does whatever he's going to do with his mom, reverse flash, comes back, and now he's in Earth Prime. This is it. James Gunn's DC moving forward.